Hey guys, this is Girard from Dayside TV, and one video that I want to upload before 2020 is over is this video where I talk about why I failed YouTube. Dayside TV is at over 31,000 subscribers. We have a couple of viral videos that hit more than 1 million mark, but we never really have consistent viewers that would, comment on all our videos or give us consistent views in some of our videos. Sometimes it's a couple hundred, sometimes it's a couple of thousands, but then there are videos where it goes semi-viral to viral. But still, we never had that consistency. That is one of the reasons why I think that we failed YouTube. But you know what? Let's break it down a little bit and see how this thing happened. We started Dayside TV back in 2009 when we just wanted to make videos, have fun, and just share a way to share it with our friends and family and people online of some of the cool stuff that we find interesting and funny. So we were very influenced by YouTubers back then like Smosh, Ryan Higa, Freddie W, Peter Chow, and Wong Fu Productions. As you could see, some of their video kind of like has that, are very heavily inspired by some of their content. And we had a few comedy skits, a couple of parodies here and there. And then I covered a couple of Comic Cons and signing events, did some interviews here and there, and even did a couple of reviews and uploaded some stuff that I did for my college radio show. That one we didn't really care about views, but we were getting about 500 to 1,000 views consistently. It just made us happy that people were watching it, and we had consistent comments, like 5 or 10 comments from total strangers online, and it was pretty cool. So at that time, we reached about 1,000 subscribers by the end of that year, and it was a good experience. So we wanted to do more and wanted to be a little bit more serious with this YouTube stuff, so we could be in the same level as Smosh, Ryan Higa, Freddie W, and Wong Fu Productions and stuff, right? We started upgrading our equipment. We went from a regular camcorder video cam to DSLR cameras, and then we started creating our own original songs to make our own music videos so we could start making it for other music artists. And we did For the Win, and it was pretty good. It was a good collaboration with a bunch of cool people. Other music artists wanted me to create music videos for them so we could upload it on our YouTube page, and from there on we actually had consistent relationship with them. After that, we started doing short films on the side. Like on college, I usually create short films for film festivals or just to have fun and play with the camera and things like that. And we started uploading those and started doing a little bit more serious drama, comedy type of stuff with better quality. Started using a DSLR with an awesome lens to make it like a Hollywood type of production, and that's where The Last Farewell came about. And the same thing with Romance of the Dead, where we actually won a couple of film festivals. We actually uploaded them into the YouTube channel, and we had a good amount of praise, to the point where a lot of more like actors want to work with us because of the quality of videos that we're producing. We still may getting a couple of thousand views and a couple of write-ups here and there, and that's pretty awesome, getting write-ups, because that brings more eyes to our YouTube channel, and it gives us more subscribers and stuff. And so we started having fun with a little bit of by creating web series, like Something About $5, bored at the editing room, things that we could just have fun and shoot with friends and act all stupid and then upload it on our YouTube channel. And it was a fun experience, and we didn't really take it as seriously because we were just having fun. We started entering contests like the Doritos contest and other commercial contests, and then we started uploading those on YouTube because we didn't win. But one thing led to another, and one of the Doritos videos that we did came viral. We got our first 1 million view with this one, and we actually made a good amount of money that we used to upgrade to a much better camera. I think we went from a T2i to a Canon 7D, back in the days. So it was such a great, like, everything was moving a little bit fast with making money on YouTube and getting a little bit of an audience. We started producing higher quality parodies, skits, and event coverages, so you could see the difference within a year or two from 2009 to 2010, 2012. Our average views became 1,000 to 10,000 views. We were getting a little bit more semi-viral videos that gets like write-ups here and there that has like 25,000 views to 50. We were up to about 3,000 subscribers, where we actually had a decent amount of people commenting, interacting with us, and it was a great time as a creator, getting a lot of feedback from so many people that we never met. And that's the time when we started getting attention and gaining opportunities. Outside of YouTube, around 2012, 2013, I was getting recognized for some of my filmmaking achievements, and I won a couple of student film festivals, as well as being featured on international film festivals like Cannes Film Festivals. That kind of led to getting scholarship and finishing up my college degree. So as all the cool stuff that's happening with the filmmaking side was happening, we still want to keep working on our YouTube channel, and we wanted to figure ways out to expand and grow as we're creating cool films and stuff. But when we saw like an ad from Ryan Higa saying that he's partnering up with a network with a reality web show called Internet Icon, we took our chance and applied for it, and for some reason we got accepted. And definitely it was a great opportunity being part of that show. This was our first endeavor outside of New York, so Sean, Earl, and Kareem and I kind of flew off to LA. We shot this thing in the LA studios. We gained a lot of awesome friends, and definitely we had an awesome experience with it. So when we were at Internet Icon, it was an interesting experience, but it was fun nonetheless. We did all the challenges. We made some screw ups like breaking that table and stuff like that. We had so many laughs with everybody that was part of that show. We made great friends during that show. We thought that because of this show, we were definitely going to increase our visibility within the YouTube community. And it's far from that though. When I first watched the first episode of Internet Icon, that was the first time I knew that was the time when we failed YouTube, because they depicted us as bad guys. They depicted us as the rude bunch, the ignorant bunch, the one that a lot of people hated and wanted to get rid of. Sean, Earl, Kareem, and I knew that there were so many well-connected contestants in that show that would get a lot of screen time, just because they know people, as well as they are really likable. They're really likable, and I could understand that because the personality, the way they look, they're really awesome. For us, we were just the average Joes. We're pretty good at making cinematic stuff, but at the same time, we don't have that type of charisma that other contestants had. So we had to step up a notch and be a little bit louder, a little bit more to grab attention of the producers, to put the camera on us. We wanted to be a little bit more like in your face, high confident, going in there and going all out. And if you see our first episode, which was kind of stupid, where we broke the table, you could see all that confidence went down the hill once we broke that table. From each episode, we tried our best to not get eliminated, and we got up to the 5th challenge where we eventually got eliminated, but we still had plenty of screen time. But the thing is, with those screen time, people depicted us as really, really bad people, rude people. And because of that kind of ruined our chances to increase our subscribers. Coming into that show, we had 3,000 subscribers, but we did get 5,000 subscribers after that show, but still what was left there is a lot of haters. People says, oh, just rub them off and stuff, but it's kind of hard to rub them off when we upload new videos that has nothing to do with Internet Icon, nor even I wasn't even featured in it. They just keep clicking a thumbs down and keep adding stupid comments, hate comments, even though it has nothing to do with the video. So that kind of happened right after that show. I thought it was a good opportunity, but in the end, it kind of screwed us over. The YouTube channel didn't really go as what we expected. You know, we did get plenty of screen time. We did get recognized and stuff like that. But at the same time, the haters did their damage by clicking the thumbs down button and putting hate comments on everything. 2013, 2014 year was kind of like the decline of the channel. Our views were going down. We barely started getting 1,000 views. One thing that plays to that is it destroyed the algorithm. When there are people giving a thumbs down on your videos, it won't show up on the recommended list, nor it wouldn't even show up on your feed because of the whole algorithm thing. So everything slowed down, and just the fact that we made a bad impression in this show, nobody wanted to collaborate with us after that. Anybody that has us, more specifically me, on their video, made it look bad on their channel. So we were kind of like blacklisted in a way for within that 2013, 2014 year. And, you know, and at that time, the OG Dayside crew left. They didn't really want to keep going with Dayside, nor they don't see the point. No, there was no money coming in. The growth was stagnant. And of course, we were blacklisted and they didn't want to do anything with me. So with that said, we stopped half the year. So instead of like uploading consistently, we just stopped half of the year in 2014. So that kind of like, you know, like forget it. YouTube, forget it. 2015 came, and 2015 came with a bang, kind of. Even though we stopped, our viral videos kept getting views because it is viral. More specifically, the Doritos commercial keeps getting views, and we're ranking in money with it. And I was like, whoa, you know, it goes up and down, but usually at the beginning of each year, we do get a good amount whenever people start looking for commercials and they see our commercial. One thing that stood out in 2015 was YouTube Space. YouTube Space started advertising it in New York, and we just had enough subscribers to be able to take part of their workshops, to film in their production sets, use their equipment, and just to boost up our production quality. That's the time when we actually found more people to collaborate with. And at that time, 2-3 years passed already. People hopefully forgot about Internet Icon to the point where we could start anew. At that time, I've graduated from undergrad, and now I was part of grad school. It was a little bit of resurrection that happened during that time too, because on 2016, we took part of this script contest at YouTube Space about superheroes that we won. We got a screen time with the great Stan Lee. It was such a great experience to the point where like we're getting a lot of cool hookups with YouTube Space. Of course, I got to meet one of my heroes, Jackie Chan. YouTube Space gave us the inspiration. At that time, we got a new crew coming in as part of Dayside, and it gave us the drive to keep producing content and short films again. It was like a good time when we started creating other viral videos with Chinese Legend of Zelda, Pokemon Go series that we did that became semi-viral. Same thing with commercials, and we did another Doritos commercial that gone viral again. So now our subscription count during that time was over 20,000. But the thing is, at that time, even though we're getting subscribers as well as a good amount of views, we're not getting anything consistent. Some videos are still just making barely 1,000 views. There's no comments in some of them, and we never really had that consistency. Only in those viral videos, but regular content, not really. So 2015, 2016 was a great year to definitely work YouTube, but then 2017 we did a break to assess if it's still worth it to actually keep up with YouTube. During that break, I got in touch with Kareem again, and he kind of inspired me to keep going with it because there are opportunities and there will be strategies to keep at it with YouTube. So on 2018, 2019, it's more like kind of like a transitional phase because I kind of recognized the fact that like one of the reasons why we weren't uploading consistently is because a lot of our content is high production quality. It requires a lot of big collaboration from so many different people to the point where I have to depend on a crew, actors, talent, collaboration, and things like that just to make one video. In 2018 to 2019, you could see a little bit more of vlogging, reviews, travels, and events. So to get a little bit more comfortable with that, while at the same time still doing our good quality parodies, comedy skits, commercials, and so on. It's been steady throughout that time. I wasn't taking it as seriously. 2020, I want to go all in with some of the travel vlogs. Unfortunately, 2020, I have to kind of halt because that's the time when pandemic happened, and putting up travel videos during that time wasn't a good idea. We stopped there. Is it really a failure from over a decade of YouTube? I guess it is. But the journey throughout was unforgettable. Reflecting it from now as I'm talking about it it was a great experience. And just the fact that the adventure with YouTube is not done yet. We did fail, but we could always come up and keep going. Think of new strategies and keep up. And as long as we're still making money, we have the equipment, we have the friends and great talent and collaborators, we could definitely maybe succeed someday. It's just taking long, and this pandemic didn't help. Hopefully we'll make it. A lot of my friends who did it right after me succeeded. Maybe because one thing that I didn't do is giving it 110%. I was still stuck producing quality content to further my filmmaking endeavor and finishing up grad school and my professional life to make money, and not really taking YouTube as serious. Moving forward in 2021, if I work on it more and give it my all, something might change. Time will tell. We'll see. Anyway, that's my story of how I failed YouTube. It doesn't end there. I could succeed or fail again. But at the end of the day, so far, we failed it, and we'll see what happens in 2021 and how far we will get. So if you got this far, thank you for listening and checking out this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up and help us by subscribing and commenting on what you think about our journey. And if you have a tip for us, for me, put it in the comment section down below. And if not, I hope you enjoyed this video and inspire you to do your own content creation. So, thank you and have a nice day, and see you in 2021.